Yeah, I think that all three phases of the game came up short today. Uh, we like to execute in all three phases of the game, uh, and we just didn't execute in all three phases of the game. The players feel bad about this. I've been to the locker room. I talked to the players. I talked to them, and we all feel that blame has to be passed around. Certainly, it has to fall on my shoulders. Certainly, it has to fall on everyone's shoulders. But what we need to do in the remaining games of the season is to execute in all three phases of the game. If we can get all three phases of the game going in the remaining three games, we can put up some W's, which the fans deserve. The fans deserve W's. And today we weren't able to execute in all three phases of the game. Uh, in the remaining games, we got three games left, and three phases of the game would be nine phases. We'd have to execute and get better into 7 out of 9 of the phases coming up in the phases of the game. Well, now if two of those are bad in one game, you're probably gonna lose that game. But if you can get all three phases of the game executing correctly and executing well, we'll put up W's. We'll live up to expectations of certainly the fans, certainly ourselves, certainly the players, certainly myself, certainly the coaching staff. We need to execute in basically 8.5, 9 out of the next phases of the game, which there's three phases of the game, but three games, three phases, 3 times 3 is 9, and like I told the boys at halftime in the last game, look, we're behind. We're behind pretty bad here. We got dig out from this hole, and the only way to do that is executing in all three phases of the game. So what we're going to do, I told them, I said, look, you got basically 28 minutes and 120 seconds of football left, and they all looked at me and said, well, we thought we had 30 minutes, and I said, well, fellas, we got 28 minutes. 28 minutes and a 2-minute warning, 60 seconds times 2, 60 times 2 is 120 seconds. So you got 28 minutes of football, basically 28 minutes of football and 120 seconds left after the 2-minute warning, and we came out and we scored some points. Well, it wasn't enough to put up a W, but one of the phases of the game was working pretty good there. So you got one phase of the game working in the fourth quarter. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. Go forward with a good sign. The next three games, try to put up some W's. Now, that's what we got to do. We got to focus on each down. We got to play one down at a time. We can't be thinking about the end of the game. Certainly not the off season. We can't be thinking about the off season. Not at all. I can't think about the off season. You got to think about playing it down at a time. We played down at a time in three phases of the game, both sides of the ball. Not both sides of the ball, three phases of the game. That's really not six, because you got nine phases with three games. That makes sense. But both sides of the ball and three phases, it doesn't work that way. That's not how it works. Anyway, we'll take some questions. Yeah, we had a lot of picks. We had a lot of picks out there. Blame has to fall. A lot of people know that the blame has to fall around everyone. I'll take some of the blame for that. Jay, I'll talk to Jay. He's not ready right now to take, but he will be. He'll fess up and he'll take some of the blame for those picks. And actually, what happened is that phase of the game broke down. We broke down in that phase of the game, and so that phase of the game, you're not playing good. That's what it was. The running game. Yeah, the running game. The running game is a component of one of the phases of the game, and that component and that phase, it's not there. We're not executing. What we got to do is execute correctly in that component of that phase of the game on that side of the ball, and we'll be okay. We'll put up W's if we can, if we can do that. So anyway, that's all.